In tonight's forecast focus, I'm talking about some information that we see on the weather forecast every single night. It is the almanac, but specifically focusing in on this column, the average low and the average high. 71 is the average high for today, 49 the average low, and our average precipitation to this point in the season is almost 8 inches. Where do we get these numbers and who's telling me it's average? First of all, I'd like to address the fact that I call it an average. You may see other broadcasters or even in the newspaper or even the National Weather Service use the word normal, which is a whole nother subject I would discuss with you over a cup of coffee. I don't agree that it should, I think it should be average, not normal. But it comes all the way from 1890, a mandate from Congress when they set up the Weather Bureau. Part of it was to establish and record climate conditions. So NOAA is in charge of it. An arm of NOAA called the National Climate Data Center is in charge of keeping all this information, and they've been doing it for more than 100 years. They use guidelines set by the World Meteorological Organization. So the same techniques for calculating these averages are used worldwide. It includes 30 years of data. We don't go all the way back to when we started collecting records in the 1800s, just the last 30 years, and they are recalculated every 10 years. And I will tell you that every 10 years when they're recalculated, they'll be recalculated in 2020. Those average highs and lows go up a little bit here in Spokane. Do with that information what you will, but that's where we get that average. And I have a very exhaustive explanation that contains a lot more information than this about those numbers on my Facebook page right now. It's a link. It's fascinating. Satellite and radar right now. High pressure is in control, and that will be the case through the end of the work week. We're going to keep the sunshine going, and we're going to get a warming trend going. Our temperature today, a couple degrees below average. We're going to bring our temperatures up into the 70s tomorrow. 80s on Thursday. May cool down a little bit Friday before the bottom really falls out for the weekend. Nationally, we have a little bit of severe weather, severe thunderstorms popping up along this line of storms in South Dakota. Another severe thunderstorm down in the Texas Panhandle. High temperatures across the nation today. 69 in Seattle, 74 today in Portland. Triple-digit heat once again in Las Vegas, Phoenix, as well as San Antonio. Meanwhile, 72 in Chicago. It was 77 today in New York City. Here's your 7-day forecast. We're up to 81 on Thursday, 77 on Friday, and then we have a pretty good drop in our temperatures down into the lower 60s for Saturday and Sunday, with a very good chance of showers on Saturday. I'll dial in on the timing on that as the weekend approaches, and a pretty good chance of showers on Sunday too. Nadine?
All right, thank you, Kris.